Good afternoon, everyone. We're happy you're here with us today. I'm Karen Fuller in for Journey Taylor. Let's get started on this leap day afternoon. We begin with meteorologist Nathan Scott. And Nathan, what a difference a day makes in the temperatures.
Hey, good afternoon, Karen. Yeah, it's a chilly one out there. We've got the clouds on the increase. We saw a little bit of sun early this morning, but you see that thick layer of clouds scooping its way in here from the south. Temperatures, they're not going to budge much at all. So what you see is what you get. I think we could climb up a couple more degrees, but those clouds are producing some scattered showers just down to the south of Little Rock. And there's also some reports of some sleet mixing in. Now, this is not going to cause any issues whatsoever, but it's just cold enough upstairs that there is the potential there could be a few sleet pelts mixing in, especially where we see the yellow around Pike County and also maybe even getting into northern parts of Dallas County. This is all lifting its way off to the north. So temperatures once again holding steady for the most part, upper 40s to lower 50s. The chance of rain will be going up, especially tonight, and some of that could change over to, once again, a little bit of wintry mix for primarily locations into the mountains. I'll let you know when this rain moves out and have your weekend forecast coming up.
All right, Nathan, thank you. We have a major milestone out of Pulaski County now underway today. Construction at Mills High School bringing in renovations and upgrades sparked by a decades-long desegregation lawsuit. The Pulaski County Special School District breaks ground at Mills High School on improvements that will mean a new indoor arena, softball field, even new classrooms for students and staff. The changes come after a judge finds that other schools in the district had already been given such upgrades. We're told the project should be finished within the next year and a half. Now to a developing story igniting fear and confusion over medications. Apparent cyber attacks are still disrupting services at pharmacies in Arkansas. Pharmacies have become the latest target for these attacks, including the pharmacy payment service Change Healthcare. As a result, you could end up having to pay more for your medication up front. Pharmacists say the issue is causing problems processing copays at times. They say they are offering some alternatives until it gets sorted out.
We can offer a cash price, which is going to be higher than your prescription copay, and we can say, hey, if you want to pay cash today, we'll pay you back the difference when the systems are back online.
In some cases, your only option is to wait until the systems are back up, but there's no timeline yet on when that will be. Of course, this all comes as some Arkansas Walgreens pharmacies are closing, leaving patients to find somewhere else to have to get their medications. The Deerfield, Illinois-based company has closed 4 of its pharmacies since last month. Frustrated customers are turning to local pharmacies, but then the sudden influx of customers is putting those still open, like Kavanaugh Pharmacy, in a tough situation.
People, I think, are just going to be used to, or they're going to have to expect longer lines at the pharmacy, longer lines to talk to people, which is not how we want to do it here. And so we are trying our very best to not have to do that.
If you do have trouble transferring your medication, Kavanaugh recommends contacting another local pharmacy or directly contacting your doctor. Still developing today, new charges for a 46-year-old Benton man accused of sexual assault. Timothy Stepek was taken into custody January 25th, charged with 2 counts of sexual assault. Prosecutors are now adding these charges, including rape, residential burglary, false imprisonment, assault, and an additional sex assault charge. We're working to learn more about his next court date. In North Little Rock, police are asking for your help finding whoever is responsible for the death of a Pulaski County Sheriff's deputy. Ursula Graham was found dead in a car on October 13th outside the Hemlock Apartments in North Little Rock. A $2,500 reward is being offered for information leading to the discovery of her killer. And now another case hitting home for an Arkansas mother still grieving the sudden loss of her son, found dead nearly a year ago. 18-year-old Takai Shelby joins 3 others charged in the kidnapping and killing of Amir Ellis. Those suspects are Nathaniel Speed, Alexis Chambers, and someone who was a minor at the time. Documents reveal Amir Ellis was at Shelby's home when the 3 other suspects came to take him to a different location. 2 months ago, Amir's body was found in a wooded area near Jesseville. That was Amir's mother. Our soundbite froze. She says she's just trying to imagine them getting their best lives at 18 or 19 while her son does not get to have one. Each suspect is being charged with capital murder. And as for Amir's mother, she's hoping those involved in her son's death will continue to be held accountable. In the meantime, immigration policy takes center stage as President Biden and former President Donald Trump both head to parts of the U.S. southern border. CBS reporter Ed O'Keefe is in Brownsville, Texas, with more.
Under Biden, we now have the worst border in the history of the world.
The only reason the border is not secure is Donald Trump and his MAGA Republican friends.
There have been a record 2.4 million migrants apprehended at the border in just the past fiscal year. The president and congressional Republicans are blamed about equally for failing to come up with a solution. So as he continues pushing Republicans to act, the president is coming to Brownsville, where illegal border crossings are now down, says Chris Cabrera, who leads the local Border Patrol union.
I'm glad he's finally here, but I think the timing's a little off. I mean, if he would have come a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I think it would have been a good thing to see that, hey, I have a problem area.
Recent attempts to pass a bipartisan deal were blocked by Republicans at the urging of former President Donald Trump.
I think we killed it. I think it's dead.
Today, he'll be about 325 miles to the west of the president in Eagle Pass, the center of a standoff between the Republican Governor Greg Abbott and federal officials over how to police the border.
It's overkill to me.
Adam Rodriguez owns a business near the park and has lived in Eagle Pass for 30 years.
We're known around town and through other small towns in the area as illegal pass.
But Rodriguez says that's unfair.
We raised our kids here, you know, and there's never been any criminal element. You don't have to worry about walking down the street.
A key reason both presidential contenders, of course, are on the border is because concerns about illegal immigration and border security have become a top voter concern. And remember, House Republicans have been holding up spending legislation that might lead to a government shutdown and aid to Ukraine and Israel over concerns about what to do here along the border. A reminder, it's going to be a central campaign issue all year long. Ed O'Keefe, CBS News, Brownsville, Texas.
A decision on the former president's election status could be determined by the nation's highest court. Justices on the Supreme Court have agreed to consider whether Trump should stand trial for his actions stemming from the January 6th riots at the U.S. Capitol. Prosecutors say Trump used the 2020 riots to maintain a grip on power, while his team argues otherwise.
This isn't just me. This is all presidents. They have to be given immunity. Otherwise, they're going to be unable to act.
The lower courts have rejected Trump's claim for immunity twice already. The Supreme Court says oral arguments should begin the week of April 22nd. Arkansas voters still have the chance to decide on a number of ballot issues and candidates that will end up on the November ballot. That's because Pulaski County election officials are using this leap day, February 29th, to encourage folks to leap to the polls and vote early. Election day falls on March 5th, next Tuesday, but you do have until the 4th to cast an early ballot. For information on all things elections, you can visit sos.arkansas.gov. New healthcare innovations are underway to combat health disparities. Plans from UAMS to better assist those underserved communities when we come back.
We've got a canopy clouds around central Arkansas, and those clouds are producing some light rain, even a few reports of light sleet just down to the south of Little Rock. I'll have a live look at radar and talk about what this means as we go into the rest of our Thursday. Coming up.